The Spanish Armada's failure in 1588 was a crucial instant in the past of Europe. Essentially, it was an indication that King Philip II of Spain came up with an exceptional army for the aim of getting rid of Queen Elizabeth I and dominating England. If it happened that this armada succeeded in its British invasion, its influence would have been a lot wider than just England. The armada would have stood in the way of the Reformation, changing the religious perspective of that time in Europe. Because of the Armada's eventual collapse, history took totally different direction, as one small break that was made by English fleet and its commanders in the conflict against that phenomenal strong Spasm fleet is recognized as a moment that shaped the future of the world. English commanders Sir Francis Drake and Lord Howard had really responsible, but also formidable taunting to set up against them. They had just around 30 ships, but they knew the sphere in which they have chosen to stand against Spanish. Not just do they have had more experienced captains, but also they have had the only military advantage that existed in that part of the playfield. Their ships were simply easier to manage in much tighter streams, so Spanish thought some storm to make against themselves just the ships where English have been drinking wine and refreshing themselves during the celebration of their victory. After this battle, the power division in Europe changed substantially. Now England, as the country after that great hit, turns to be the major cannoneer on the continent, abandoning Spain. But that was only the part of what was considered as a hedge, being the greatest on the proverbial chessboard. This was the milestone moment for England's economic and cultural ecosystem, definitely for the many answers in literature and art that were standing as an order by demand after this battle should be finished. In the Spanish way, there are good possible conclusions about what was the major impact on their loss. But England's behavior provides us with the list of how massive this change was. Now a beautiful world was open to trade, and easy access to the new world was possible. Thanks to Drake and his men, colonization was now a specific English part in foreign politics. The battle against the Spanish Armada will always be remembered in the history of many nations, and especially in the history of the English Navy. This is the truth, because that is the moment when the only thing that will be not reversed was the change of naval warfare and strategy, primarily driven by lessons from this conflict.